But I always think there's another area here that's only the elite.
The elite,
know
yeah, it's beyond the platinum door.
Long enough yet. It's going to be 4 years.
Yeah,
maybe after 8 years, and
yeah.
years, I'll know where the other part of the gym is.
Maybe 10 years.
Foo-foo stuff.
Yeah, maybe 10 years for you. Maybe 10 years for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about something serious today I think everybody can benefit from, and that is how to overcome your fear and have courage to get back in the game. Right now, everybody's getting back into the workforce. Everybody's getting back to some of their regular routines, although they may be a bit different. And at first, I think it's going to cause a lot of people some anxiety. And I think at first, it's going to cause some people to be nervous because of the uncertainty and because it's going to be uncomfortable and a little bit weird. I only speak about that because I knew that that's what we were going to experience here at Topline. Obviously, as a gym and as a training company that's helping people get in shape, we were shut down. We were shut down longer than most. We were deemed non-essential, and that meant that we were out of work from March 12th until technically it would have been May 26th, although we got started earlier. And the reason we got started earlier is because I was starting to feel that fear of how is it going to be when we get back to work? How are people going to perceive what we're doing? Are they going to like it? Are people going to want to go to gyms? Are people even going to want to train? Are they going to want to hire a coach? And you had all the doomsday people saying, oh, you know, everyone's gyms are going out. Everyone's going to be exercising on their own. You didn't know it, right? And as much as I tried to block that stuff out, I'm human. I'm just like you. I feel fear all the time. I don't know about you guys out there, but I know every day I wake up with a healthy dose of fear. And why is it healthy? Because that fear means that you're going towards something that's going to make you better, right? Just like going back to work right now is fearful for a lot of people. Or if you lost your job, going to go get a new job is going to cause fear. It's going to cause discomfort. It's going to cause you to be a little bit nervous. It's going to cause you to think all these thoughts in your mind, have to fight inside your head to be able to get going. Maybe you want to start a new exercise program. Maybe you're 20 or 30 pounds out of shape, or you put on the COVID-10. Well, now you have fear about getting started. You have a fear. It causes anxiety. And that's the word we're going to talk about today. Courage. Why do I talk about fear and anxiety and then courage? Because courage is not having fear, not having anxiety. It's actually having that and continuing to go forward. So I got the definition pulled up, and I got a couple of quotes I think will be good for everybody out there. Courage, the ability to do something that frightens one. The ability to do something despite it frightening you. So when you're going back to work, or when you're doing whatever it is you're going to be doing coming out of this, or just going out, don't you think, like, another thing for me was, am I going to get sick? Is someone else going to get sick? Am I going to get someone sick? Is someone who's going to be around me not get me sick, but get someone else who's around me at the gym or the training facility, or if I touch this spot on the table, am I going to get sick? I don't know about anybody else. I know Britt's been kind of cool with it, but I think there's a little bit in everybody, like, when your health is in jeopardy or your financial health, we had it all at the same time too. Like, health was in jeopardy. You didn't know if this happened, if you had to go to the hospital, are you going to get sick? So you have fear about that. You have fear about your job. And then you have fear about relationships that may have had stress put on it because of those other things. And you're just kind of spiraling out. Well, I want to talk about courage. Courage is what we need to focus on right now, because courage needs to be there when we're going through something hard. Now, it talks about courage again. Strength in the face of pain or grief. I don't know about anybody out there, but I've felt some pain. I've felt some grief over the last few weeks, the last few months. That's why we got started back up. I said, you know what? One day, we just got to get back after it. We got to get back on the horse, and we got to go out there, and we got to start training, coaching people, getting into the gym. And ever since we did that, I've felt a million times better. Now, I'll be honest, every day still, you wake up, and even like when we're in here, I feel great. When I leave here and go home, and at night you're still kind of thinking about it, and you go to sleep and you wake up, and then you hear a couple of things about whatever's going on, and that stress, that little bit of fear starts to kind of get massaged in you a little bit, and you got to get up and you got to go. Get up and go. Get up and move. Get up and get after it. Like we talked about on the last show, take action. I think all the shows this week kind of keep building on each other, setting targets so you know where you're going. How do you make some extra money so you can, again, stay busy? All of these things talk about staying busy, but staying busy on the right stuff. Don't get bogged down with the wrong things, because what you want to do right now is attack the fear. Chase it, right? I think the worst thing you can do is if fear's here and you're running from it and going away from it. But what if fear's here and you go after it, right? Think about I always thought about this. Let's say a dog's attacking you, right? Or you see a dog and you get nervous and you get all frightened, and then you run away. What's the dog gonna do?
Keep running.
What would the dog do if you chased it? Because there are dogs that are afraid of humans, right? That'll run away from you. There are other animals that are afraid of you. And the best example is going to be the lion. I always talk about the lion, right? Think about this. When a lion sees an elephant and an elephant sees a lion. Now the elephant's humongous. It's way bigger, way bigger than the lion, right? And just because of its sheer weight, just massive. So it's stronger than the lion. But what do the two think about when they see each other? What's the elephant think? The elephant thinks, oh my gosh, it's a lion. I got to run. What's the lion thinking? Lunch. Big difference, don't you think? And that's the way you got to look at your fear. So when you see the fear, it's uncomfortable, it's scary, it's nerve-wracking, but you got to hit it. You got to go after it. You got to go punch it in the face, and you got to kick it, and you got to give it a stone cold stunner, sweet chin music, rock bottom, Hogan leg drop. You got to do it at Britt's like, what is he even talking about? But you guys out there know what I'm talking about. You got to go into the face of fear, and you got to be courageous. Courage is not for people who are not fearful. Now here's a quote. I have not ceased being fearful, but I have ceased to let fear control me. That's massive. You want to get in shape. You're nervous. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't know how to eat healthy. I don't know. Are they going to judge me? Are people going to go after it? Go after it. Get in the gym. Do your first workout. Go on a walk. Eat something healthy. Go read a couple of books. You know that the fear is going to be there regardless. It's something new. You're going to go start a new job. I've never been there. I'm just coming out of this. I've been sitting on the couch for 2 months. I've been watching Netflix and eating ice cream from what's the Purple Door. I've been eating Purple Door every night. Blue Moon, chocolate chip cookie dough, whiskey. I've been hammering it. Now I'm out of shape. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not confident. Go after it. Wake up, get dressed, go into work, call, make extra calls, take action, watch the last show. The more action you take, the less stress you have too. Right? The more actions you take, the closer you get to that fear and overcoming it, the better, right? Let's say you're like me. You don't like flying. You like flying?
I hate it.
Britt hates flying too. You get anxious?
Oh, I hate it.
It's the worst, ain't it? How do you feel when you land?
Oh, amazing.
But how do you feel on the way? Like, because let's say you go stay somewhere. When you went to Arizona and you flew there, you're pissed, right?
Yeah.
But when you landed, what were you thinking?
I'm gonna be okay.
And then what about the second flight when you're on the way back? You're still not exactly looking forward to it, but are you more confident than the first time?
Yeah.
Now, what would happen if a week later you had to fly again?
Be a little better.
Be a little better. Now, what happened if you would fly it once a month instead of once every couple of years?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to fly right now. I don't want to get in. I don't really want to be on the plane right now. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, like, I hate flying, but when I fly out, as I'm getting there and as we're touching down, I'm like, wasn't so bad. I can do it. And then I'm okay on the way back a few days later, a week later, right? Same thing with presentations back in the day. I used to hate it. I used to hate did you like presentations? Oh my gosh, I would do anything I could to get out of a presentation. I think we had public speaking at UWM, and I didn't even go. I did it online, public speaking online. I don't even know how they gave me credit. Yeah, so shot a video. I shot a video instead of going. I don't know what it, I mean, it was like what everybody, or were they going to judge me? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I did good in high school because I only did presentations on Tupac and Biggie. That's all I ever talked about. And it was always pro Tupac, anti Biggie. I knew all the details. I knew about Koval. I knew about Keefe D and the rest of them. So I could always give these really good presentations because I knew my ass from my elbow. Just like when I'm doing these shows and I'm talking on this video, I'm confident. But if you had me talk about something I didn't know, not so good. But every time I got done with a presentation, guess what? I'm like, you know what? I could go give another presentation right. I'm feeling good. I'm like, I'll go give one in the next class. I'll go talk in the hallways. I can do public speaking. And then if I didn't do it for another week or 2 weeks or a month, all of a sudden I'm crippled again, right? And right now, that's where a lot of us are at. Even I was there. I'm like, I haven't coached basically all 2020 because I was under the weather. I do think I had the corona.
You might.
I bet you I had the corona. And so I haven't really coached at all basically in 2020. It has been a wild one. But I needed to get back on the horse and get back after it. And when I started training again, you know, I felt a lot better. I took action. I got back on the horse. And I'm just like you. I was a little nervous, but it took courage to do it. And courage is hard. Courage, another quote, courage is grace under pressure. So the pressure, the fear, the anxiety, the worry, the overwhelm, the uncertainty, that's what you're feeling. But how do you overcome it? You take action and you just get back in the game. I think you got to expect to be punched. Just expect it. If you would just expect it, it'd be like going into an MMA fight. Everyone that goes into an MMA fight gets punched. McGregor gets punched. They've all been punched in the face. Even the greats, even the champions. When you go in, you're going to a boxing match, guess what? You're going to get punched. Kidney shot, chin, uppercut. You're going to get hit. It's an expectation of it, but you're also going to prepare so that you're training for the fight. So taking action, getting back in the game, that's all I wanted to get across to you guys. I'm not going to bend your ear too far. The simple point is this. We're all feeling it. We've all had that period of time now where we haven't been able to do something. Some of us are going to have to start doing, I think all of us are going to do new stuff. Everything's going to be new. The way you shop is new. The way you train and work out is new. Your job may be new. They might have, you know, if they put you in a new position at your job that you haven't, let's say you did something for 10 years and then they shift you. Be ready for the change. And that's what I talked to Britt about last year. We talked about it. And she's like, man, we're, you know, every other day, you know, we're doing something new. Be ready to adjust. Be ready to adapt because that's the way it's going to be. It's not going to be anything different. We're always going to be doing something new and you have to be ready. And I'm glad I told her that last year when things were great because now every day it's something different. And that's, we have to be able to read and react. And so there's always that underlying sense of anxiety. So do that. Another little tip, reach out to people like me. Surround yourself with people like me who admit that I'm like you, that I'm fearful, but I'm doing it somehow. And other people, obviously, there are plenty of people like that. Tom the Bencher's walking up right now. Should we go film it?
Is he really?
Should we go film it? Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I've been going out.
You've been going out and about, going on walks and whatnot?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't missed a workout since I got the Fat Boys.
Oh, you've been hitting those things?
Yeah, unlike Jacob Brunner.
And thousands of dollars.
I had to issue the Fat Boy Bell's frequent flyer thing.
Oh, because they were getting there. That's what you want. His stuff came back. It wasn't dirty, wasn't nicked up or nothing. It was just like it never left.
Mine was nicked up before I have to.
Oh, that's good. If it ain't nicked up, it
let those rookies out here with those 70-pounders and they drop them on.
Oh man, yeah, those are the ones that was abused. There's a difference between use and abuse, and they were definitely abusing the situation. But I don't care what.
This is Glendale. So when is it?
It's open now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's open.
It's so confusing because Milwaukee's got their set of.
Yeah, you got to see it. I'm gonna open the door. You can at least come, just take a look at how it is now, because you haven't seen it. Yeah. But I'll show you those squat stands. I'll just keep a distance. I think I'm good though. Tommy the Bencher. That's one of our only YouTube watchers. So the guy watching the show has actually showed up. Yep.
I just like the smell of it.
Yo, because it reminds.
That's what I feel like.
Did you smell right when you walk in? You can smell the Top Shop of all your favorite goodies. Yeah. So we got all sorts of extra benches and bars. Doesn't it look all right?
All right.
But these are the racks that you liked with the low J cups. I got these in case somebody really, because I could go put a couple mats on the turf in the back corner with a bar, with plates, with whatever you need, and slide a lat pull down over there, and you can do everything you need to do. So that's the way we're doing it. So when we come in for open gym now, people have to let us know when they're coming, and then we have everything set for that, whatever you need. You need a couple pairs of dumbbells? Cool. You want the lat pull down? Cool. You know what I mean?
This looks neat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there's another one up front. So, yeah, we got...
So you expanded you got more.
Yeah, we got more rubber over there, so we got more room. Those ones are bolted down, but, you know, all these can move, and got all your accessories. We're still moving because we finally could put the mats in here from doing those outdoor workouts. But that's the belt squat machine that we weren't.
That was over in the.
Yeah, we weren't using it because it was broke down. Now we bolted it in, so that's a good one.
This place looks terrific.
Does it look all right?
Yeah. Where's the hot tub and
The hot tub, we're trying to get in the office. That's not for customer use. That's solo.
Yeah. I always think there's another area here that's only the elite.
The elite,
No.
yeah, it's beyond the silver, the platinum door.
Long enough yet. It's going to be 4 years.
Yeah,
Maybe after 8 years, and
Yeah.
years, I'll know where the other part of the gym is.
Maybe
all
10
the
years.
Foo-foo stuff.
Yeah, maybe 10 years for you. Maybe 10 years for you. But yeah, like if you wanted to come and start getting back after, I mean, technically yesterday was the first that I was going to start to push it back out there. But still, with anybody who wants to, you know, that would feel uncomfortable to keep them, you know, stay 20 feet away, you know, if you want to.
Yeah. No, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you'll be good.
Setup.
But I want people to be able to get, because I know like that, just for sanity, people need to start training.
Plenty of
racks.
Plenty of racks.
Got another one coming back because someone borrowed one of these, my cousin. So that'll be over here too. So I have 8 racks. So, you know, 1 person per rack. You know, just.
I'm glad you kept up with the content.
Yeah.
It's good to check in.
Yeah, I just.
Like being here, but at least you were. You know,
Yeah, I wanted people to know we're still doing stuff. There were emails and all that going out. But I saw your message.
Optimistic about the situation, you know.
We have to. And now look, everybody's going back to what they were doing.
Well, I like, you know, the fact that you started this business during the Great Recession.
Yeah.
So this came along challenging and, you know, worse because people, you know, died.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still, the adversity, you were prepared.
Yeah, born for it, I guess.
Much as, you know, after you got done.
Yeah.
Processing, you sprung into action. I told my wife, and she said she happened to come in and see the video where you had the guys out and the ladies out there.
Oh, exercising out there?
Here's what a smart guy does.
Yeah, and I ordered these. Like I ordered these literally because like if the bar wasn't on there, I could bring it outside. So I had this whole grand scheme. They were laughing at me. I was going to put like a military style tent out there.
Yeah.
And if they said we couldn't open, I would have thrown one of them. I'm talking about the huge party tents. The owner approved it. He's like, yeah, use the whole parking lot if you need to. And then I would just had, you know, 10, 15. We had the mats out there at 15 feet apart, right?
Yeah.
Instead of
I
6.
saw, yeah, it looked like it was spread out.
And everyone felt comfortable. They said they felt more comfortable out there working out with everybody than they did at Sendik's. Because they said people at Sendik's were right next to each other walking around. So they actually felt good. So I was like, hey, we'll just order racks and go put them outside. Nobody cares about
So
it.
if any, you know, what you need during this stuff is to stay healthy.
To exercise and eat healthy.
Watch what you eat,
Yeah,
exercise,
Right.
and sleep.
but they shut the gyms down.
Should be the big takeaway from this pandemic.
Yeah,
Strong people survive.
thinning of the herd, right? And that's I'm not, you know, I don't want to talk about lives necessarily like that, but what you're saying is completely right. It's completely right. At the end of the day, eat healthy, exercise, rest, stay positive. Stress too. Stress is not good for people. So when they come in here, they're happy for an hour. Sometimes that's all they really need. They're like, yeah, if I can do this, I feel good for the day. So you need to get your butt back in here and just let me know when you are coming. And if you want to stay, push back, you know, whatever it is to make anybody feel comfortable. Everybody's different. And, you know, if you would feel a little bit more comfortably and push back, I don't care what it
Well,
is.
I qualify for, I got all the markers, right? I'm 73.
Right,
I got high blood pressure.
right,
I got coronary artery disease.
yep,
And I'm a cancer guy.
right. So you hit the
I did
trifecta, the fourfecta.
Yeah, 4 factors.
Yeah, huh?
How long was that?
Yeah, the four-fecta. I think in Grumpier Old Men, it was the four-fecta, or the Odd Couple, yeah. But at the end of the day, if you exercise and you keep hitting your walks and you keep eating good and drinking water.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gained, I'm still between 200 and 205.
Yeah, you still look good.
You know,
Because it sounds like you've been moving some weights around.
so I'll go get the.
But yeah, only drop them off. Only drop them off if you want to start using them again. But if you weren't going to come back in, you could keep using
Well,
them.
I thought I'd come back in when they legally said you can open up, and that's now.
That's now.
And I was gonna, come in June.
Yeah, and it's
Just a week from now.
yeah, and it's the afternoon. So there's like right now I've only been letting like 5 or 6 people in here.
Yeah.
So it's 5 or 6 people in 5,000 square feet.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. So I'll go. You're gonna be here for a while. So
Yeah, we're gonna shoot another show.
I'm 5 minutes away, so I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
cool. Well, we'll see you here. I'm gonna leave the doors open and whatnot. We'll be back out. Okay. All right, Tommy. Great seeing you.
See ya.
Look at that. I love Tom. That's my kind of guy right there. Is it live or no?
Still alive. I just have to.
Now that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's okay if it's moving around. That is the definition of courage, right? You just heard it from Tommy. Artery disease, coming off of cancer, 73 years old. He's got all the markers to retreat. Yet, he understands that in the face of adversity, in the face of fear, you have to do the things that you know will be good for you, which he just said are exercising, eating healthy, and staying positive. And he's back in here. And that's what it's all about, because I don't care if you are 73 or I don't care if you're 20 or you're 18. Everyone's got some fear right now. Britt does a little bit, probably not as much as the next person, the younger generation, but everybody's got that kind of uncertainty. You don't know what to expect right now. And the best thing you can do in the face of that is to take action and to get moving in the right direction and to face that fear and to deal with the pressure. So thank you guys for tuning in. What timing? We didn't have that planned. I don't have a couple $100 to slide to him for his cameo. That was unplanned, but that's what Top Line's all about. You saw what see, I can't even make up marketing like that. Just the smell of it, the environment, people look forward to being in here. If you're nervous about getting in shape, if you're nervous about being the best athlete or just losing 60 or 100 pounds, whatever the case may be, this is the place to do it. No judgment until maybe a few weeks in, then we'll start making fun of each other, like in a good way because we're friends. Because it's a real place too. Like, you see us joking around, well, that's because it's a real gym. We're gonna joke around like any good relationship. And that's the difference between us and everybody else. They want to talk about the equipment. They want to talk about how big the facility is, and the locker rooms, and their branding, and whatever else. It's about relationships. It's about accountability, and it's about getting people to overcome their fears. And that's what Top Line's been about since 2008. And we're ready to help you guys do the same. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stay positive. If you're following us on social media, we appreciate it. Drop a comment. We'll respond back to it, hopefully, like Tommy when he leaves his YouTube comments, and go back and forth. And if we can help you out, get around people who are gonna fight back. Not be stupid, just like with that, right? Keep a distance. Guy's 73 years old. I'm gonna respect his space. Because I'm 34 almost next month, and I'm healthy and I'm in shape, am I gonna just start to go push and be close to people like Derek? Every time dude comes in the gym, dude starts coming up on him like, Derek, step back a couple feet and we'll still be able to get the same amount of work done. You know, that doesn't mean he's got the disease or I've got it, but at the end of the day, like, give people a little space right now, be respectful, and help each other overcome some of those fears. Thank you for joining us. How long was this one now?
25.
Holy moly, we'll have to maybe chop a couple things out of that. We'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.